Irena Sendler, the woman who saved thousands of Jewish children from the Holocaust. In the darkest pages of human history, when millions of lives were brutally taken during the Holocaust, faint rays of hope emerged from the extraordinary courage of individuals. One such person was a Polish woman who defied all dangers to save thousands of tiny lives. She was Irena Sendler. Welcome to Stories That Stay, where we uncover the forgotten tales of those who shaped history, yet whose names aren't fully recorded in textbooks. Today we're going to tell the story of Irena Sendler, the woman who risked her life to smuggle over 2,500 Jewish children out of the Warsaw Ghetto, a quiet act of heroism that changed the fate of an entire generation. Irena Sendler was born in 1910 in Warsaw, Poland. She grew up in a humanitarian-minded family. Her father, a doctor, treated many poor patients, including Jews, and taught her the importance of helping those in need, regardless of race or religion. When World War II broke out in 1939 and the Nazis occupied Poland, life in Warsaw changed completely. In 1940, the Nazis established the Warsaw Ghetto, an isolated area walled off with high barriers and barbed wire, where over 400,000 Jews were crammed into horrific conditions, facing starvation, disease, and death. The ultimate goal of the Nazis was their total extermination. Irena Sendler was a social worker. With deep compassion, she couldn't stand by and watch what was happening. She knew that without action, the children in the ghetto would have no chance of survival. Irena Sendler joined Żegota, the Council for Aid to Jews, a Polish underground resistance organization. She leveraged her job as a social worker and later as a nurse in the Warsaw City Sanitation Department to gain legal access to the ghetto. She knew she had to act quickly and secretly. With the help of a small but brave network of volunteers, Irena began the work of rescuing children. She used every imaginable method: disguises, smuggling children out in ambulances, streetcars, garbage bins, suitcases, even coffins, tunnels and sewers, utilizing the city's complex sewer system. Exploiting chaos. Sometimes, she took advantage of the chaos during Nazi inspections to get children out. Every child rescued was a race against time. Irena and her associates not only got the children out, but also had to find safe hiding places for them. They found Polish families, convents, and orphanages to place the children. To ensure the children's identities were preserved and they could be reunited with their families after the war, if possible, Irena meticulously recorded each child's real name and new name on small slips of paper. She placed these slips in glass bottles or jars and buried them under an apple tree in a friend's garden. This was an act of immense hope and courage, for if discovered, she and her friend's entire family would have been executed. Irena's work was incredibly dangerous. She was constantly monitored by the Gestapo, the Nazi secret police. In October 1943, Irena was arrested. She was brutally tortured, her legs and bones broken, but she steadfastly refused to reveal any information about her rescue network or the identities of the children she had saved. Despite being sentenced to death, thanks to the help of Żegota, Irena was rescued at the last minute. She escaped from prison and continued her work under a false identity, despite her severe injuries. After the war, Irena Sendler tried to find the children she had saved. She dug up the jars containing the lists of names and attempted to reunite the children with their surviving families. However, many families had been completely annihilated in the Holocaust. For decades, Irena Sendler's story was not widely known. The communist government of Poland did not recognize her role because of her ties to the Home Army, Armia Krajowa, a non-communist resistance force. It wasn't until 1999 when a group of high school students in Kansas, USA, researching Holocaust heroes, discovered Irena Sendler's story and brought it to light. In 2007, Irena Sendler was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. Although she did not win, this recognition helped her story become known worldwide. She passed away in 2008 at the age of 98. Irena Sendler's story is a powerful testament to courage, selflessness, and the strength of the human spirit, even in the darkest of times. She was not a soldier, but she fought the greatest battle, the battle for life. Irena Sendler was a quiet hero, a woman who redefined the meaning of compassion, and her story is definitely a story that stays, a story that will resonate forever. Do you know of any other quiet heroes from World War II or other conflicts that you think deserve to have their stories told? Share their tales in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Stories That Stay so you don't miss other meaningful stories, and share this video if you want Irena Sendler's story to be widely known. Thank you for listening. See you in the next stories.